against Pacific on Saturday. He was named the Big West Player of the Week for his honors.
Well, as he should be with that. I mean, that's a great performance. And he comes out and takes what the team gives him. And if he does that game in, game out, he'll have more points and fewer turnovers. It'd be a great sign for him.
Aggies get the first possession of this contest. Again, they played up in Montana. First game of that Mike Montgomery tournament. It's a nice start by Kane Milling. The Aggies lost that 78-65. So they're looking to even things up here at home. A nice start for the Ags.
Yeah, really good test for the Ags. Good test for Montana to see how much they've improved since the first time they played.
Montana's coming off that big win against San Jose State on Sunday down in San Jose. Their first road win of the year and the second time they've beat the Spartans.
Yeah, Montana's played an interesting schedule, Scotty. They played where they've played some of the top teams in the country, and then they played some teams that don't quite qualify as that.
Rochek with the block on Oki. Ags want to get out and run. TY on the attack, made that shot tougher than he had to. Could have gone up with the right hand for an easy layup.
Yeah, he thought Oki was going to come from the other side and contest it there. He thought he'd be outsmart him on that.
Free ball the other way, no good. That's from Moody. Aggies have to pay special attention to him, an excellent three-point shooter.
Yeah, Moody has some range. That was Steph Curry distance right there.
Aggies with the lead and the ball early on here in Davis. Milling, free throw line jumper, got it. Nice start for Kane Milling.
Yeah, it sure is. You know, if he goes well, that takes a lot of pressure off the other backcourt mates. It gives Pepper and it gives TY a little room to breathe.
Yeah, Kane had 12 points, 8 rebounds in the win at Pacific, 82-61. It ended a 4-game losing skid for UC Davis.
Well, not only does it end a 4-game, it needs to be the start of them playing more efficient basketball for 40 minutes, getting ready for league play.
Early in the lane, scoop shot in, a circus shot from Josh Vasquez.
That was creative. That was very creative. Take what was there.
Yeah, Vasquez's 5th start of the year. They're 4-0 when he's been in the starting lineup. They've won 4 straight.
Yeah, and Travis talked a lot about him being just kind of a nice piece that complements everybody out on the floor.
Block, and then in transition, Moody, another 3, and that's short. And we had a good conversation with Travis DeCur, the head coach for the Grizz, earlier on. Is back the other way. Pepper with a 3-point shot as he continues to close in on Odwin Thomas and the all-time scoring record. Great start for the Ags.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, when a young man comes back and he's got that scoring record in his sight, it'd be nice to get it behind him. Then he can just concentrate on winning games.
Odwin Thomas is here tonight. He'll be here on Thursday as well. Most likely, Pepper's going to break that record, if not tonight, on Thursday against UC Merced, as we have a foul on the ground. It was a nice double team initially against
Cyphers, Mike Cyphers, Tony Padilla, and Cartmel. Dick Cartmel would come so they can play sandpiper first.
They know what they're doing.
The private clubs and then do the game.
Absolutely. Vasquez with another jumper. He's got all 4 Montana points.
Vasquez is a nice-looking player. See where he's a big addition to them.
Free ball, no good from Johnson. Ball batted around, and Money Williams controlling for the Grizz. Left-handed freshman going coast to coast, off glass and in. Great move by Money Williams.
I know the point of emphasis in playing against him is to not let him go left. They want to make him have to use his right. Was a foul, it wasn't much of one.
Second attempt from Johnson is in. Aggies lead 8-6. Both teams in their winter breaks. Finals over with.
Yeah, it's a tough time of the year, Scott. They're rolling into this. They got one eye on Christmas and one eye in the hind rearview mirror looking at the finals they just took and wondering what the grades they got on that.
Williams handling, guarded by Milling. Stutter step, spin, has his pickpocketed by Johnson. He'll streak the other way, and he's hammered. Vasquez went hard into the basketball station. It's TY defensively. You can't build a wall on a turnover and a steal like that.
Well, that was his point of emphasis when it coming into playing these guys. Not only do they just fly at you.
They do. Davis forcing nearly 18 turnovers a game. It's a top 10 mark in the country. Montana only turns it over, just a little over 10 per contest.
That's excellent. If you're at the 10 number, that's exceptional.
TY makes both. He's 3 of 4 from the line early on. Whitney has it taken away. Johnson again ahead of the pack. Look out below as he lays it up and in. T.Y.'s off and running early on.
Boy, he is. He's got great energy tonight. And they're going to need that. They got to sustain. They've had a habit. They get out. A lot of times they'll build a lead because their pace, it takes a while for a team to adjust to how hard the Aggies play.
Williams with it, throws back out, 3 balls up, 3 ball is short from Thomas, but an offensive rebound. Kick back, Williams for 3, got it. So the offensive rebounding of the Grizz, that's something they do very well.
Yeah, they not only offensive rebound, but they do the right thing with it when they get the offensive rebound. Find the open 3 and shoot it.
Yeah.
Best 3-point shot in the game is off of an offensive rebound.
Yeah, Okie averaging almost 4 offensive rebounds per contest, amongst the best in the country. Steele now coming the other way with it. Whitney, he'll put it up and in, so Montana gets out and running in transition.
And that cuts that Davis 6-point lead to 1 in a hurry.
5 unanswered for the Grizz. And now an offensive foul. Pepper ran over Williams along the baseline. And that'll bring us to the media break.
Yeah.
It's Moody to the line. He'll have 2 free throws here. First one's good. Montana with the big Sky performer last year. He's one of just 4 players in all of NC2A basketball who has a career 40% three-point.
It's an important sport for him. He makes a huge commitment to it.
No doubt. Hands full literally and figuratively.
Exactly.
So unable to get the second technical foul shot, so we're tied at 12. Thomas with it. Goes by Tom, off glass and in. Pretty dribble behind the back that time to give the Grizz the lead.
Yeah, really nice move. Nice finish off the glass. Soft touch. Both teams playing solid man-to-man right now. You can tell they know each other pretty well.
Bora into the game. He didn't play against Pacific. Good footwork, but the shot wiped away by Tajon Sawyer. And the Grizz have it. Montana, a very big physical team inside.
Well, they've got bodies that look much like their successful football program they have up there.
Sawyer up and in. It's a 7-0 Grizz run. Speaking of the Grizz, they're coming off that huge win at home in the semifinals against North Dakota State, 31-29 in double overtime. They got a 2-point conversion of a tip pass, and then they kept the Bison out on a 2-point conversion to win it. They're going to the FCS finals in Frisco next month.
Well, that will be great. You wish them nothing but good luck.
Moody, Euro step, his shot block, gets it back, filling the lane. Thomas, and they're going to call a block foul on Tomba.
Oh, it's generated offense for them when they were struggling a little bit offensively early.
There's another Carolina. He was coached by his father in high school.
Yep.
He had the game-high 23 against the Aggies up in Missoula back in November.
And he's only scored 60 in the rest of their games this year. 23 in one game and 60 in all the others put together.
11-0 run. Yep.
He's got confidence against this Aggie team. They better keep an eye on him.
For sure. Johnson out for DeBrule. DeBrule, wraparound pass, road check, floater with the right hand. That did not go. The Aggies now 4 of 9 from the floor. Sawyer with it. Looks back door, hands off to Thomas. Back Moody, pull up 18-footer, rims in and out, rebound to Johnson.
T.Y.'s in the open court, but he's not going to have a lot of room to operate against this Montana team in the open court.
Runner left hand didn't go, ball out of bounds.
Court sometimes when they build the wall.
Finds room though.
Well, yeah, he slithers through and then makes you pay on the other side.
That he does.
Or
so
he'll chase you down the hallway afterwards.
He wants his ball back.
Oh, my.
He deserved it after getting 64.
I agree. He deserved the ball. I just didn't like the optics of him chasing it down the hallway to get it.
It wasn't a great scene for sure. It wasn't the league's best moment. Montana now leading by 7, their largest lead. It's a 13-0 run. Daddy Adebayo seeing his first action in a couple of games, did not play against Pacific as DeBrule buries a left baseline J.
Yeah, nice shot by Leo. That's very under control, on balance, and timely for them. They needed a bucket.
Yeah, Leo played well up in Missoula. He played a lot after T.Y. only played 23 minutes in that contest.
The Ags have gone into a 2-3 zone here to see if they can disrupt the rhythm a little bit. And they play very aggressive out of it. That's why it's hard to tell.
Yeah, Coach DeCure talking about how the Aggies match up and play so many different defenses. It's hard to get into sets sometimes. And right there on cue, a shot clock violation as Jordan Williams did not get it off in time. Matter of time. It's win, not if.
It is a matter of time. He'll get it soon. If he can stay out of foul trouble, he might get it tonight. You never know.
Yeah, that technical counting as a personal foul, so he's got 2 fouls, and that's tough at the college level.
Yeah, well, we'll give it to you then.
Yeah, there you go. You can count it as a personal foul then all you want. Rocek with it, hands back to T.Y. And it also counts as a team foul, right?
Yeah.
Inside Rocek slamming it down.
Nice pass. Actually doing a good job of their passing, researching here a little bit. Trying to pick apart this really solid Montana defense.
Kick out pass, Moody with it on the drive. Great dish, floater in, terrific play. Good finish that time by Tajon Sawyer, the San Francisco product. A lot of California players on this team, specifically Northern California.
Well, you know, their entire staff, assistant-wise, with the exception of one guy, are all California guys. So that is a recruiting emphasis for them.
T.Y.'s pull-up did not go. Montana trying to extend their 5-point lead.
You can definitely see what Montana's trying to do offensively and how well coached they are.
That's not it right there from Sawyer up top, the 19-footer. Aggies would be content to give him that shot.
Yeah, they'll be content to give him that. They just want to keep him out of the inside. And I don't think they'll be content taking that. That kind of seems a little out of character for them.
T.Y. hands off Rocek. Pull-up trigger, Milling got it. Cade Milling's having himself a nice first half.
Yeah, he looks good tonight. His stroke looks really good. He got great elevation on that.
Had a great game against Nevada. Scored 16 points up there and has really played well ever since.
Well, he's healthy, and so that's a big part of it. He gets dinged up, and then he just doesn't play quite as well as most players.
Moody circling around, and a 5-second, a travel call. Yep, Tony Padilla.
Right about. And actually, it didn't hurt the Ags when he was out.
We'll see if it affects him, knowing he's got 2 fouls here in the first half. He's got to be a little careful.
Well, it might actually be good.
Connor Sevilla, the true freshman, on the floor for the Aggies, running the point. Pepper with it, dumps to Adebayo. Will skip past it to Milling. Milling bunny hops into the lane, finger rolls it. He's showing off all of the stuff in the bag right now.
Yeah, he is. That's a sweet move right there.
He's got 8. Ags back to within 1. They've made 4 of their last 5 field goals.
Scotty, that's one of those skill development moves that you do all the time in practice, and it paid off in the game.
Whitney with it. Goes up strong, up and over Pepper, and that's where the 2 fouls right there. Eli didn't want to contest it.
No, it was just token pressure on Eli's part, which is smart on his part.
Pepper dumps back to Adebayo, but Addy didn't move, and it's a turnover. Addy looks a little hesitant out there. Hasn't played in a little bit, yep.
Yeah, been a while. Take him a while to get a feel for it.
Wraparound pass from Money Williams up top. 3 ball is in. Tajon Sawyer drilling it from up top. He didn't look good on the 19-footer, but he stepped back a couple feet and nailed it.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you on this. They were. I was talking to him a little later before the game here. I was talking to the assistant coach, Coach Cobb, and he was talking about Monty Williams Money Williams about what a baller he is. And he's got a great demeanor for the game.
Yeah, Monty.
He reminds me a little bit of Mitchell at Santa Barbara.
Yes. And he is a terrific player.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. A.J. Mitchell. Montana with the 6-point lead. Tony Williams inside, splits the defense, gets the deuce.
Uh-oh.
Now he's down on the floor, back on the other side. Not sure what happened.
Me either. Run that film back, possibly.
10th year head coach at Montana. What a job he's done. All 9 winning seasons before, 4 times 20 plus. Been to the tournament. Done a great job there.
No, he's done a great job, and you hear his name mentioned all the time. The job's so good.
Tapped Rocek off the DeBrule miss, didn't get it.
Part of it is the history of great coaches out of the University of Montana. They have as good a coaching tree as maybe any mid-major in the country.
Judd Heathcote, of course, who coached at Michigan State, won a championship with the Magic Man.
Yep.
Mike Montgomery, we know his great career.
Yep.
Stu Morrill, who was a longtime great coach at Utah State, Larry Kostowiak,
Yep.
who of course played in the league, NBA, and coached at Utah as well and other locations.
Yeah, Jim Brandenburg was a group.
Tinkle, who of course
Wayne
took Oregon
Tinkle,
State to an
yep.
Elite Eight.
And then Blaine Taylor, maybe the best winning percentage of any of them there.
Yeah, he was there from 91 to 98, 141 and 66.
Yep.
Right to your point.
Yep.
Davis with it back, trailing by 8. Tamba will throw up top to DeBrule. DeBrule on the attack, off glass and in. Strong move by DeBrule. That ends a 2-minute, 15-second scoring drought for the Aggies.
Yeah, it's something they have to find a way to start reeling in just a little bit what Montana's doing here offensively.
Oki back on the floor. Travis DeCure called him the heart and soul of their team, the Energizer battery.
Yep.
Never stops working.
Says he's. So far, the others have been pretty good production in this game for the Aggies.
Yep. Moody works on T.Y. The fadeaway up, rattled out. But a deflected pass by Oki, and he tracks it down. There's Oki right on cue, showing that great athleticism. Did he step out of bounds? Back after missing all 4 games that the Aggies lost while he was gone. He had 7 rebounds, 4 points, 2 steals, and he had the putback jam of the year. An acrobatic move above the rim off a rebound and just powered it down. It was fun to watch.
Well, good to see that he is asserting himself a little bit, maybe getting comfortable, because they certainly had very high hopes for him coming in the redshirt year that he had.
Shot clock running down. T.Y. forced to take the long-range 3. And now we'll have an over the back. It's going to go on road check.
A little more impressed with the physicalness of Montana and their rebounding ability.
Whitney gets by Sevilla, but Sevilla recovers. Are they going to call a foul on over?
Well, he definitely
Defending
was.
that?
He definitely was. He's trying to take away his right. And he gave him too good a lane to his left. Now, with his right hand, which brought it back to the defender and allowed him to block it. He's got an and one if he just makes a left-handed layup there.
Yep. Both free throws good. Montana's a great free throw shooting team. They're 77% on the year. Top 50 in the country.
Yeah, that's really good as a team. And that makes such a big difference. Your confidence level as a team.
Sevilla into the lane, lost it. Losi comes up with it at the elbow. Gives back to T.Y. T.Y. trying to get inside. Stutter step. Circus shot almost went in. Ball to the floor. Who's going to come up with it? And Vasquez does for the Grizz. If that shot had gone in, it would have been one of the great circus shots of the year.
Yeah, I can't even figure out how he got it off, Scott, let alone make it.
Montana a chance to open up a double-digit lead here. Oki with a good ball fake on Tamba, and he's fouled. Tamba bit on that pass, that fake. One of 2 guys in the country who's had multiple 8+ rebound games this year offensively.
Going, and he goes hard all the time.
Yeah, amazingly, he was a bench player, played rarely last season. So he's earned it. Got 1 of 2 from the line. It's 31-22, largest lead for the Grizz here. Pepper's been quiet ever since picking up that technical foul.
Well, that's the thing you worry about, is that you get a little passive. Ooh, you get a little passive sometimes on the offensive end.
Yep. T.Y. gets it in from Milling, wide open from 18. That one is short. Rebound Losi skying again, showing that athleticism.
Yeah, he got up. It's a good rebound.
Reset for the Ags. Milling on the diagonal and a reach-in foul called. It'll be a non-shooting foul, just the four. Yep. Big Sky, it's interesting. You know, everybody's played different schedules in the non-con, but Portland State's really impressed a lot of people, and Weber State has been very good as well. They've had a couple big-time wins.
Yeah, both of them have good wins. And the league as a whole, nobody has played a horrendous schedule. Or sometimes some of the Big West teams will play a real easy preseason, so their wins would be more deceiving. Now, the easiest of those schedules was Portland State in terms of the net ranking.
Pepper with a rare miss off the side of the backboard. Grizz again can take a double-digit lead here. Under 4 to go in the first half. Pull up, Whitney, got it. And there it is, the first double-digit lead of the game for Montana.
They've got a lot of nice pieces. There's no doubt. Whitney's a nice player. He's a good-looking point guard.
He is. Made the tournament back in the 2017-2018 season.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the timeout, Ags looking to try and get this back to a single-digit deficit. Lose spinning into the lane, cut off, nowhere to go, has to throw it back out. That was pretty good defense by Thomas. Pull-up three-pointer, Pepper, no good. His first shot since getting the technical foul. Turnover, Lose almost had it, but could not put it back up and in.
I say, you get an offensive rebound against these guys, you're going some.
Yeah.
They are physical on the glass.
Scoring drought of 3 minutes and 40 seconds for the Ags. They've missed their last 6 field goals, just one of their last 10.
One of the things you love about what they do is to go get some offensive rebounds, get some putbacks, that type of thing.
Yeah, he's got no rebounds in this game so far. It's been a non-factor. Moody double team dumps off for Oki. Skips it wide open three. Vasquez missed it badly. Boy, he was wide open.
They got to run something here to get Pepper a look, I would think.
Yeah, get him involved here. He's just 1 of 3 floor, 1 of 2 from downtown. Johnson double team that wall. Well constructed. Now backdoor cut to Pepper. Lays it up and in, just like you said. Great cut by Pepper.
Really good play, really good offense. Addy actually thought about it when he first got that ball, letting it fly.
Yep. He made the right decision. Single-digit game again for the Ags that ends the scoring drought. Oki up top. He tries to go backdoor. It's picked off by Lose. Here come the Ags in transition. Grizz get back. Pepper skips it to Adebayo. Attacks in the lane. Missed the layup. Oh, it was such a great drive, too.
Really good play. Very good offense.
Just didn't finish. Thomas open for 3, nailed it. And that's a 5-point turnaround right there.
Thomas likes that 3.
Yeah.
You can tell he's comfortable. He doesn't hesitate whatsoever.
His second 3 of the ball game, Deshaun Thomas. And it's a 12-point Montana lead. Johnson into the lane. Got the bucket in the foul.
Get that ball. He was gone.
Of course, Santa Barbara will be here pretty soon, a week from Thursday. Big West play opens for the Aggies. They've got one more non-con against UC Merced, but that game on the 28th, nationally televised.
Yeah, it's on ESPNU. Will be a big game for both teams to get off to a good start in late.
Johnson gets the and 1, 9-point game. Thomas feeling it from outside, didn't get it, but Oki, another offensive rebound. Kick out, Vasquez, short. The Aggies track it down.
Oki rebounds at a different level than the other players out here. He gets up higher going after the ball.
Johnson running the baseline, comes out, gets it. They reverse it over to Milling. Gain a chance to get in double figures this half. TY goes up strong, missed it badly off the glass. Ball over the backboard, and it's off Montana.
Games where they go out and they got to bring in some money for the program.
They played at Houston.
That's
Sixth
a pretty
in the
tough
country.
game.
Houston was rated number 1 for a good portion of the year last year. At Nevada's never easy, of course, and they played at Oregon.
Yeah, those are 3 really good opponents they played. 3 quad 1 opponents.
Yep. Oki looks inside, throws back to Whitney. Give now in the corner, Vasquez. Oki dumps inside, over the head of Thomas and out of bounds, and that'll give the chance for the Aggies to get the final shot here in the first.
He struggled, but you know how Pepper plays.
Oh.
I mean, we see him.
He could have 30 in the second half.
Yeah, he can definitely have 15 to 20 in a 10-minute stretch.
Yep. 3-second differential between the game and shot clock.
You want to use all this for numerous reasons. You don't want Pepper to have to play defense.
Yeah. Of course, it was at the end of the game against Milwaukee. They were trying to hold it to the end. TY put up a shot, then created the foul at the very end, gave Milwaukee a chance for free throws and the ultimate victory. Johnson on the attack, skip past Milling, free ball, down by Kane Milling.
And it's ticking, and that will be the end of the first half.
Great finish for the Aggies. They got exactly what they wanted. Kane Milling over the year, but right now Montana's showing their physicality in this game.
Yeah, they have. They've been physical, disciplined, well-schooled at everything they've done so far in this game.
Montana with the first possession of the second half. They lead by 6. Whitney with it cut off by TY.
So neither one of the ankle injuries are back at the start of this second half, even on the bench. Or if he is, I don't see him.
Yeah, he turned his right ankle earlier in the first half. The Oakland native. Moody with 5 on the clock, gives back.
And they're very comfortable in what they're trying to do to attack the Ags. They had plenty of time between games, which is always a nice thing if you can afford it, and if you can allow yourself that time on the schedule.
They're in the midst of a 28-day road trip. 5 games, so they're not on the road for 28 days altogether, but they will not play at home for a while. They were out at San Jose State, then here. They open up league play at Weber, at Idaho State, and then they go to North Dakota State on January 3rd before coming back home.
Yeah, those are all garden spots, too. You're just very excited to go to North Dakota State and Idaho
January.
State. Oh, boy.
Of course, they're used to it in Missoula. Let's face it, the weather is tough. Johnson inside. TY on the attack, got double teamed, made a nice dish inside. Good catch by Nico. Mags can get back to within 1. They trailed by as many as 12 late in the half at 36-24. Free throw in and out. Ball out of bounds. Who was it off of? It was off Montana.
Whatever was said at halftime, I love how the bench has come out. I don't know if you saw the entire bench. In unison, they jumped up and screamed that the ball was off them coming off of that rebound.
Well, as we know, Jim West is a tough-minded coach, and he bleeds the energy and enthusiasm from that sideline.
There's no doubt he knows how much it affects the team on the floor, and it also shows that players are really involved.
Milling with an open 3. Missed it. Pepper skies it and gets the rebound. Pepper on the attack now. Missed the layup. Rochek is there. He coached with Mike Montgomery, knows him very well. And Mike, you know him very well too, one of the great all-time college coaches.
Oh, no doubt. Counters they run. You know, Mike Montgomery was famous for having maybe 10 counters for one play. It was unbelievable the detail Mike would go into in teaching. And that's why it was always difficult to take Mike out of offense. Travis has some of those very similar qualities.
1 of 2 for Rochek, makes it a 4-point game. First time we've seen the Ags with a little pressure in the midsection.
He might have found a little more than he was bargaining for on that one, Scotty.
He certainly was not expecting that, but you've got to be ready. If you're sitting front row, you're part of the action.
Absolutely, just like the coaching staff.
You got to be in that defensive position just in case. Whitney dribbling up top. Aggie defense picked up here early in the second half. Right side with it, ball faking, going up, throwing up an air ball. That is Jordan Williams, the Santa Clara transfer. TY on the attack.
Larry had a few of those trick shots.
In a McDonald's commercial.
Yeah. Him and Magic in those commercials were awesome.
It was classic. The old Converse days as well.
Yep, little 1-2-2 pester press.
Moody 3-ball, didn't get it. Moody struggled from outside, and actually from the game, he's 0 of 6 now from the field. 0 of 3. He only has 1 point in this game.
They need to capitalize on free throw opportunities if they're going to get themselves back.
It's 5 of 4 or 7 from the line.
So TY comfortably knocks in the second one to cut the lead to 3. And back into the pester press.
Whitney into the corner. Thomas faked.
Montana does protect the ball well, but they also extend that off arm pretty consistently into the defense. I'll bet you 1 or 2 of those are called this second half.
Slow start for the Grizz here. Lose gives off Milling. A little 2-man game. They reverse it to Pepper. Pepper wants to drive. Scoop shot is in. He just went right through Moody like he wasn't there.
Yeah, that's a great aggressive. But that's the type of play he won't make in that first half because of the 2 fouls.
Yep. 6-1.
Strong.
6-1 start to the second half. Pepper with 7 now. Williams gives back. Our monitor fixed. You know, Coach, when you don't put your foot on the equipment like I just did, it usually seems to work out. Ryan came out and saved the day. My apologies. Great job by Ryan there.
Monitor is needed by all.
Yes.
They can't wait to get it back to where we actually can see what we're talking about.
TY missed it inside. Rocek, another rebound. Put back. They go. Tap is in. How about Nico Rocek in the second half?
Nico Rocek is a force out here tonight. He's come to play. He is just as alive, if not more alive, than any of the Montana guys on the glass.
Oki faces up, kicks out, left side. Whitney gives it back to Oki. He won't take that jumper. Hands back Moody. He will on the three, and he got it. And Moody's finally on the scoreboard from the field.
Leo is not 100%. If you watch him move, you'll see that there's a little protection of that ankle.
Just great to see him playing.
Yep.
No Adebayo here in the second half, though. Interesting. Played the first, wasn't real effective. We'll see if he gets out on the floor.
I think he will be on the floor. He's at the scorer's table now, and I think they wanted to start the second half with the small ball lineup. Put Pickle back at the 4. Let him physically guard that guy where he's not having to chase a man.
Whitney throws to Vasquez, back to Whitney. Now back to Vasquez, he'll take that three, it's down, and that reminds you probably of a Vasquez here, a Kevin Vasquez who played for the Aggies back in the 90s that you coached.
Yeah, Kevin had a beautiful jump shot, that young man. He was actually on our first team that won the league championship. He was a star guard on that team.
Pepper.
Hawaii's played well.
I was going to say Long Beach State beat Michigan. UC Irvine should have beat San Diego State.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that game or not. They gave up a 3, and then inbound, stolen, layup. They end up losing. Yep.
Yeah, I know my boy Russ Turner had another really good win. Oh, Michigan.
Yep.
And then who else?
I'd have to look at their schedule.
No,
I know that one stood out.
They have another USC.
Oh, that's right.
They beat USC and Michigan.
Yeah, that's some good work. That's a Rose Bowl right there. An old Rose Bowl, not anymore. All 3 free throws from Milling. He's got 14. The Ags are back to within 4. Moody, who just hit a 3, looking to enter it, does so to Sawyer. Excuse me, and that's his 3rd.
That's all right. He's got 15 minutes, 2 fouls. Not a problem for an experienced player like him.
Non-shooting foul. It's the 3rd team foul against the Aggies here in the second half. Vasquez, and an offensive foul away from the ball.
Really good call.
That's going to go against Deshaun Thomas.
Really good call. He cleared him with his elbow, Scott. He swim moved to go around him and cleared him back with his elbow to move Pepper behind him.
And for Thomas, that's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I think really the only player in any foul trouble is.
Put back, Losi did get it. Oh, the Aggies had 2 golden opportunities right there.
Yeah, 2 point-blank layups.
Yeah, and you were going to say, I think Pepper's the only player in foul trouble for either team right now. It's been a well-played game, not many fouls either way.
You know, they're doing a little bit isolating right here, trying to take advantage of the Aggies small ball team, and it's kind of stagnated them offensively.
Runner that time by Whitney is down. Nobody stopped ball.
Whitney has played really well. I know they're without their guy Money, but Whitney has showed up and been money for him.
He has indeed. Whitney has a team-high 13 points in this game. Whitney now just 13 points away from 1,000 in his career as Adebayo turns it over. Bad spacing from the Aggies right there.
Yeah, they had 3 players within 5 feet.
Vasquez circles, throws inside. Thomas triple team, kick back Vasquez. Left side 3 is down. You cannot leave Josh Vasquez open from downtown.
Nah, he's a very comfortable player. Everything he does on the floor, he has very under control. He's on balance. He makes good decisions. He is a real nice piece.
Lead back to 9 for the Grizz. Aggies had trimmed it all the way to 2. Johnson circles into the lane. Hands back, Lose. Fumbled it, got it back, step back, Jay doesn't go. And now the Grizz can open a double-digit lead again. The Ags have missed their last 4 shots. Montana's made their last 5.
This is what Montana kind of did in the first half. The first, 5 minutes of the first half, the Aggies had their way with them. Then Montana just starts grinding them.
Sawyer inside reverse. It's down. Tajon, you're now at UC Davis. Coached 9 years prior at Bradley.
Boy, it's gone by quick, hasn't it?
Certainly has. Such an experienced coaching staff for the Aggies with associate head coach Kevin Nosek, who played on your championship team.
Yep.
He's been here over 20-plus years. Up top jumper. T.Y. got it.
There they go.
That stops the run.
Back in the Pester press.
Aggies trying to pick up the pace of the game a little bit here.
Well, they just want to get them out of rhythm because they come up and they get organized, and then they start running offense against you, and they will just get the ball where they want to get it.
Whitney bounces it in. Sawyer double team this time. Kick out. Whitney pull up. 16-footer off the double clutch. It's an air ball. Might have been blocked. Here come the Aggies. Milling inside, dumps out corner, open look, T.Y. three is down, and the Aggies are back to within 5.
What a great response. You come out of that, you get 6 straight points, got it down to 5, and you're back in the ball game.
T.Y., who had those 5 threes against Pacific, he was 2 of 15 coming into that game from downtown.
Yeah, I would like it better if he had a couple 5s.
That would be quite a scoring feat.
Yeah, it would cut into the lead.
5-point place, those would work nicely.
On the 26th, and usually you play the 27th or maybe the 28th, so you got to have them back here. And from then on, the concentration.
Back, if not Christmas night on that 26th, they've got the big game on the 28th.
Yeah, they've got to be back.
Yep.
They'll be back the morning of the 26th at latest.
Thomas, first free throw good, second one out. The second-year transfer from Colorado State. Played there for 3 years. Colorado State's got themselves a ball club this year.
Boy, they do. They've played really well in the preseason.
Top 25 in the country.
Yep. And it doesn't seem to be a fluke. Their confidence level and how they're playing and who they're playing has been pretty good.
Step back 3 for Milling. They go. Look at Rochek all over the glass. Terrific hustle play.
Rochek has given him a heck of an effort tonight.
He is. He's been incredible. Pull up. T.Y. didn't get it. Rochek.
Yeah, he does. His effort motivates people. I agree with you on that, Scotty. I think he's a workhorse.
Yep.
He's always been underappreciated, as was evident by being a walk-on.
17 once Rochek touched it.
He was taking 4 off it, I think.
Okay. Go down to 16.
That's a little too much. Tony's in a hurry to get home tonight.
Backdoor cut, Pepper, obstruct, shot rejected. Wow, nice play by Vasquez.
Yeah, that was a clean block. Vasquez is more athletic than when you watch him, you don't get the feeling that he's very athletic, but boy, he gets some stuff done out here.
He's got a chance to break the all-time career appearance record for Montana. Most likely will. He needs just 7 more this year.
Yep.
100 being his 4th foul. I don't know if we can get another look at that one from our crews doing a great job on that Nico foul.
Go there.
Let's look and see
Cal
if you think
Baptist,
this is
I
a
think.
foul right here.
I'm not a fan of that call because I think the offensive player's not on balance, and you're bailing.
101 left in the game. I know that's not accurate. There we go, 10-16. Okay, we got it. Grizz by 8, 55-47. Pepper's been quiet tonight, just 7 points. Milling, pull up right angle, gives back Pepper. Now the T.Y. Hands off Adebayo, inside Bora, off glass, and that's great Aggie offense.
That's really nice post-to-post pass. And it's what they need. They got to keep this group on the floor right now because they don't really have a point guard on the floor. Vasquez, he can play. He's a combo guard. They're missing their top 2 point guards as of now.
Moody gives off. Thomas 3-ball swish. Boy, he can light it up from outside. That's his 3rd 3-ball of the ball game.
Yeah, and they have an answer for every question that the Aggies are throwing at them so far.
As Pepper's going to check out, he's going to get a minute breather to probably the under 8. Whitney handles up top. Aggies playing a little zone right now.
Yep. And they're going to get another three.
Moody drilled it, too, right in front of the Grizz bench.
Yep.
And that matches their largest lead in the ballgame at 12.
Yeah, that was exactly what they wanted with that whole false motion, three-man weave, kick it to the post, and they set a flare screen there.
Who's going to pick up the offense for the Aggies right now?
Well, it pretty much has to be T.Y.
Yep. Tries to bounce it in.
It is. That's a good call.
So Addy, making his comeback tonight, has not scored, only 2 shots, does not have a rebound in this game. Those are very un-Addy-like numbers.
Yeah, he's not. He has no presence on the floor whatsoever compared to when he's flying around. Normally, he's giving you an effort, much like Rochek.
Backdoor pass, Vasquez, easy reverse layup. Josh Vasquez with a...
No, you really don't, and they love it because they say it gets them ready for league. They like the preparation. It's the same as if you're playing a league opponent because you're getting ready the second time with all the information that you know from the first time you play.
Trying to get Eli going. It's a tough shooting night for him. 3 of 10, just 1 of 4 from distance. He picked up a technical foul early in the game, had 2 early fouls, went out of the game for about 6 minutes, and just really has not been himself.
No, he hasn't. He's had a really difficult game, maybe the most difficult game I've seen him play in my 3 years of being down here.
Whitney to the free throw line, bounces back out for Moody. Moody, the only starter not in double figures, goes up with the reverse and got it, and he's got 9 now. You talk about balanced scoring. Sawyer and Whitney have 13, Vasquez 10, Thomas 10, and Moody 9.
Yeah, they've got real balance on their scoring. They're scoring a little too much, there's no doubt about that. But they also have great energy, which you would think the team that's on the road. Great spin move and left-handed layup by Pepper.
That was an incredible 360 by Pepper.
Yeah, it was. Great spin move.
But Montana still with the 14-point lead.
Now a regular zone, and that's a good idea. I like changing it up because they're just getting too easy a shot against the man-to-man.
Moody gives off Sawyer. He'll face up. Nobody's going to guard him. He'll take the 17-footer. Aggies will let him, and Pepper will get the rebound.
Well, there's time for a charge here, there's no doubt, but you're going to have to get hot and start hitting some shots.
Pepper left his feet and paid for it with the turnover. Cardinal error when you go into the lane, leave your feet, try and kick out.
No, it is, and it's a the Aggies seem like the more
terrific story on Moody. 3 different schools, 7th-year player, second team All Big Sky last year.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's not. All their guards are good players. They all are nice, and every one of their guards are adequate to above-average shooter.
This would be a team you would love to coach.
This would be a team you'd love to coach.
Yeah.
Especially their guards.
Vasquez calling for a screen, didn't get it. Gets the ball back. He'll just put up a 3 instead. Didn't get it, but a crash on the boards by Williams. Kick out Moody for 3. It's in, and he's got it going now. All 5 Montana starters are in double figures.
Yep.
They have opened up the 17-point lead.
And Montana's changed their lineup. They came with a smaller team to cap. There's no doubt it's the best 3 in the game.
So hard to scramble, get in position defensively after trying to get a rebound. Rochek's free throw doesn't go, so if there's been anything to criticize about Rochek tonight, it's been at the line. He's just 1 of 4. He's got 9 points in this game and 8 rebounds. Playing with 4 fouls. Aggies are packing in the zone. Montana's content to run some time off the clock now. Time starting to become a factor. Moody, another quick 3. He was walking away, Steph Curry, like on that shot. It didn't go in.
He was feeling good. He thought he was playing at home, playing with his kids. He knew it was going to go in.
He certainly thought it was down. Just rolled out.
Oh.
Johnson able to get it back, but he throws it away. Ahead of the pack, Whitney lays it up and in. Brandon Whitney, another California player, gets the easy deuce.
They've made good decisions on kids they've got out of there, and I'm going to give them credit because I bet you skill development-wise, you got a lot of them are transfers, but you have 5 redshirt fifth-year seniors in the program.
Yeah. Losi with a nice move coming back to the left hand. The Capital Christian High School player makes it 70-55. You know, Montana's doing it all again without Money Williams, who went out early in the first half of this game.
Who, if you talk to their staff, they think is the best pure player on their team.
He is sitting leg up on the bench, far side. Not in uniform. Moody kicks it out, 3-ball Williams. Why not? It's a 3-ball fest for the Grizz. That's their 10th 3-ball of the ball game.
And yeah, they hurt you in so many ways. I'll be really surprised if you don't see this team playing in the league championship game.
Yeah, they've got a great chance to get to the dance this year.
Yeah, they do. They might not be the type of team that wins it, but they definitely look to me like a team that's going to be playing in that.
Nice move by the freshman, Connor Sevilla, with the offhand. Sevilla from San Ramon makes it 73-57. Doubt, of course, their next game will be Weber State in a great Big Sky opening game.
Yeah, it will be.
The two teams, Weber State's predicted to win the Big Sky. According to the coaches, Montana was selected to finish second.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have two teams that will play the game the right way and play hard. But
they lead by 16, under 4 to go now. The Aggies led this game early on at 12-6. It was a nice start, but Montana flipped it in the first half and haven't looked back.
No, they actually just took control of it. 5 minutes into the game, Montana decided we know what we want to do, and we'll get there and do it every time.
Aggies made a nice opening start to the second half, but couldn't sustain either half tonight.
Yeah, just like they did in the first half. So they had
experience.
It is. It's an impressive group.
Vasquez front end of the 1-1 popped out. Tomba has it. Tomba scoreless in this game as well tonight. Aggies, for the most part, have gone to their bench. Pepper and Johnson are off the floor.
Yeah, which is a smart move. Let these guys get some run.
Losi kick out for Tomba. Goes in strong, has it blocked. Boris stripped on his way up. And Moody has it. Just that tough interior defense from the Grizz.
Yeah. They're total control. Coach DeCure's not looking to sub. Of course, you don't have any idea of the quality of his bench players, so you don't necessarily blame him on that.
2 minutes to go now from University Credit Union Center. Ball in the corner, 3 balls up, rattles out from Jordan. Milling, the Aggies non-conference game. They're going to try and find something before Santa Barbara, but as you said, that's a tough one to kind of go into league with, right? Coming off.
Gives you a lot of confidence heading into league.
So Kane perfect from the line, 4 of 4. Also has 4 rebounds. Gets the second one down. And I imagine he's going to be coming out too.
Yep.
And he will. And so we're going to see Drew Carter, very little used. He's the transfer from Colorado, was a quarterback for the Buffaloes, left the program, was a standout high school basketball player in the Portland area at Tigard High School, and has now found his way on the Jim Luss's team here playing basketball.
Yeah, he's got a great looking shot too. He is a pure looking jump shooter. Had to be an option quarterback, don't you think, playing at Colorado?
Absolutely, and of course so many players left Colorado when Dion came in.
Good interviews?
Yeah.
The only thing they had right was it's an exit.
Yeah.
There's really no interview going on. It's just an exit, son.
Sevilla with it. Handed back to Lose. See if Carter can get something let go from up top. Sevilla will take one from downtown. Missed it off glass. Carter came in that first game against Jessup and hit a couple threes, got the crowd going.
Yeah, he did. He's got a good-looking jumper. He maybe has the best-looking jumper on this team.
It'll be interesting to see if he can work his way into a rotation or any playing time this year.
Yeah, they don't seem to feel that he's ready for that in terms of his basketball.
Williams misses everything. You never know when a player can get hot shooting the ball. You can find a lot of up Oregon State. You can't throw things on the court. Well, that was me with my Gatorade.
They're throwing balls at us. We can throw water bottles at them.
You know what's amazing? A ball crashes into the table, almost knocks everything over. Our monitor stays. I barely step on a wire and it stopped working, and Ryan has to save us.
Well, I like the fact that Ryan came out here fully geared up, ready to go. Speed.
No
Vernon,
complaints
get out
about
of
it.
here. No
Didn't give me a
complaints.
dirty look.
Got it fixed.
Yep. Our crew does a great job. This one is all in the books now. Montana's going to improve to 7-4 on the year. They've won 5 straight now. They're heading in the right direction. The Aggies have lost 5 of 6 now.
Yeah, these 4 games they had against the Dakotas, San Jose, and the Ags have been very positive games for Montana.
Yep. Tamba, a little runner with the right hand, got it. And the ball will be inbounded. That will be it. So Montana's going to sweep the season series against the Aggies. They won in Missoula 78.